it kind of makes you wonder what, based on what I was saying earlier, is how much of what you see is real, is true to the moment, is accurate as is happening. How do you view life? How do you know you're viewing life objectively, um, rather than projecting your own future? Life is what you make it, they say. You choose your own destiny. Things happen for a reason. Maybe there is some truth that, where the fuck is my Pandora? I can't listen to this faggot. I can't listen to this ad. I don't understand why there's ads on everything. I understand why there's ads on everything. I understand why YouTube has ads. But YouTube started with the idea of sharing information, the internet. Oh, share free information, power to the people, get it out there. And then there's costs associated with that because you're sitting around, you got to do that, this just becomes your life. You have to fund your life. I understand. Then there becomes a certain, accomplishment and then fulfillment that you need, and then you give yourself a little more, and then you need to be bigger and grow, and you need to branch out because your idea works and you feel confident in yourself, and you can spread your image, and you have a bigger obligation to society now because you need to help it grow. You need to help expand technology, whatever. Fuck was I talking about? Yeah, okay, that's how YouTube started. Anyway, Google, all that good shit. Then, so you start advertising to get money to cover the costs, and then make a little something for yourself. But then greed gets you. Like, greed gets every one of us. And the amount of, you start getting ads on the side, and people don't mind. But then there start being ads in between, and then in front of every 100th video, and then every 50th video, and every 20th video. Now it's every fucking video. And for every fucking video, you are getting, you're popping up an ad that you're getting paid for. You're probably getting paid more than enough to cover the cost of whatever. It's flat out like you're exploiting it now, and it's like watching TV again. The best thing about the internet was you come on, it was at my hands, and and it's our fault because we had it. You used to be able to sit and download whatever fucking song you wanted. You didn't know, is this the right one? You could download 7 of them. I can download, not that I pirate anything, but I download copies of movies that I already own the disc to. In about 15, 20 minutes, and maximum. And it's like, as fast as I want. I don't even have to go to the store. How fucking lazy have I gotten that I can just type with no regard to space? I'll download a 2 gig movie. Well, there's 2 fucking gigs. This sits on a DVD. 2 fucking gigs used to be rooms of computers. Even when I was a kid, let's not even talk about that long ago, like 10, 15 years. Fuck. That feeling when you think you broke your phone. When I was a kid, and we had the Apple EE disc with Number Munchers, Oregon Trail. We had the 3.5-inch floppy that had Commander Keen, Cosmic Kid, or whatever that shit was. Avoid the Noid. It would take that information was so much, and it was. A Super Mario's video game was like 30 kilobytes. A movie nowadays is like millions of that. And we just don't fucking care. We have no regard for that. That kind of goes back to what I was saying about we assume or we think faster because we can't process all the information that we're taking in. If a movie, a 2D movie edited without any sensory perception, whatever, is 2 gigs. What is the amount of data that we're receiving through our mind and processing through our brain? Even if it's 2 gigs, look at what happens to a computer, a piece of hardware. It's on, the fan's going. I mean, billions of dollars of research went into developing this. The human brain, this mushy fucking thing that we create after one night of drinking too much, and boom, baby, capable of this deep, complex thought, processes this much fucking information. So it's only natural to assume that you would start to find ways to shorten the end answer. People don't do accounting for billionaires on a fucking abacus, or it's impractical. you would find a way, instead of by counting in ones, you would count in tens. Instead of counting tens, you count in thousands, to shorten the sum. So all day when you're taking in information, I see this is where I am, and do I need to feel nervous? Well, my body doesn't need to worry if I need to feel nervous, because it already has found comforts in things that I've seen before, and associations. Everything in your life is association. You associate a feeling with a thought, a thought or an image with a feeling. And like I said, you will look for that and you will feel for that. And I think about that when I fight with my girlfriend for days. It gets to the point where you just are fighting. Even if you stop fighting, everything brings another fight, because you're just used to that. You're used to that tension and that heightened level of adrenaline and anxiety and reaction. And you get kind of set in that, and you start feeding that. You're in a bad mood, and you want to stay in a bad mood, because it's like maintaining a fish tank. It's like the pH. When the pH is off, it's better that it always be off rather than it spike around. Your body can adapt and cope with colder water, but it shouldn't be going hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. So it will look for ways to maintain it. You might say that's a bad thought, but then again, you probably are fucking watching bum fights. I can't say I have bum fights, but if you don't have a better understanding of the world around you, then I guess you really can't even comment on mine. So I don't know why I care what I put out there. Where the fuck was I? Space. We take everything for granted. Downloading movies. I don't fucking remember. Too much shit comes in, and you pick out what's important. You make a quick judgment, and you do it. And sometimes that causes you to see things inaccurately, and that causes you to see people for. There's been a couple times in various states of mind where I've looked at somebody that I've looked at every single day, and I've seen them, in and out, my closest companions, and I've seen them in a light that I'd never seen them before. And I don't mean that figuratively. I mean literally, the light was shining on them in a like an angle that I said I'd never seen, and they looked like somebody else. Now, is that because I feel comfortable with them? If I look at my girlfriend, I love her. I mean, we have a wonderful relationship. I don't know. We fight, but we share a comfort. There's just nothing that she sees me every way, which way, hears every thought. There's no filter between us. And I strive for that. Now, if I am laying with someone that I don't recognize because I've never seen them in that angle before, my brain will obviously, I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to be who is a stranger. So I will sift for, I know it's not her. So do I sift for common traits from other banks in my mind of other people I know that also I can associate with that calm feeling? Sometimes I might see another ex-girlfriend or an old friend or a family member or somebody that I'll never, there's a resemblance, but I saw it from that angle. They look just like them. And that maybe that is just I don't want to say your brain's way of making sure you know everything's okay, but maybe that's the way that we stay fooled. And it's like Santa puts his beard back on, so you don't realize that, wait a second, there's a voice behind the curtain. Is there, like, you don't realize there's something on the other side of the glass until, the light flashes for a second, you see through it, and you're like, wait, this room is bigger. I wonder if we started noticing all the holes in our reality, much like when you watch a movie and you notice, like, in the accident scene, the Ford Explorer became a Jeep Cherokee, or they entered a building at night, but in the window it was day. You see those little mistakes that remind you that it's a movie. What if we started noticing those mistakes in our day to day? I think that is what fucks up my days, because I notice them all, and I look for them, and I save them, and I have a photographic memory. What I see is what I remember, and maybe I associate too much with what I see, and it's easy for me to 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 misinterpret and misassume. And I don't know. Anyways, I guess the backtrack I was saying is that maybe you should sit for 10 minutes and think about that shit, and instead of whatever the fuck else you people blog about. I don't know. I started this by saying, what the fuck am I supposed to talk about? People are like, I want to speak today about people on the road. Do you know that people on the road piss me off? I don't give a fuck about you. You probably piss me off on the road. In my world, I am God. In your world, you should be it too. Because that's what it is. It's your video game. It is your do what the fuck you want. People say, well, I can't do that. Like, no, you can. You can fucking kill people. You can rob banks. You can do drugs. You can do whatever the fuck you want. There's just an undesired consequence because someone else said that. Well, fuck it. Maybe you don't care. So if you have that power, you are God. So, nice to meet you. I think you should start looking for the holes and whatnot in your life and in your world because you're the god of it. And stop worrying so much about this dumb fucking shit like American Pickers. People, I swear, I say American Pickers because I watched this fucking show, American Pickers. It's interesting. I like finding artifacts and interesting relics of history. But keep it to that. Like, focus, like, let that be your demographic. Reach the 100,000 people that want to watch that, not the 10 million that are just bored. Because then the people that wanted to watch it like me are like, what the fuck am I watching? This is dumb shit. I watched this guy who wants a hat argue with this kid. The kid was like 8 years old, and he was doing something for his grandfather's little picking plant, fucking the backyard hoarder mess. And the kid basically assessed the value and was like, you want the hat? It's $10. The guy's like, no, I only want to spend $5. The kid's like, nope. Grandpa would want me to say 10, and I appreciate that. But then the guy says 5. And then, okay, he's fucking retarded. The guy's a fucking trash picker. This is a kid. It's fine. But somewhere, a producer or someone got in touch with someone on a soundboard and people assumed that most of us, you, would like to chime in and feel in this intense fucking debate. So they cue this fucking music, dun dun dun, this fucking music. And says, no, I want it for 5, dun dun dun. Is he gonna go? Is he gonna give in? Is the kid gonna get it? Is the guy gonna get it? Somewhere, somebody I know got on a forum and fucking. Did you see what happened on American Pickers today? I can't believe he got that hat for $5. And it's how fucking. Really? Like, how much shit are you missing in your life? Your clothes in the dryer. Do you have a grandparent you haven't talked to in a while? Do you have anything better to fucking do than wonder if this kid gave up a fucking probably priceless historical artifact for $5 difference? Over, like, you guys don't know the value of anything. You don't understand the value of shit. Like, it's just, maybe one person would be like, that was an 1847, butcher's hat, and it was priceless, and then some fucking dumb bitch who just watched BET Awards is like, $5, I swear to fucking God, this is like, it's you people that, like, pull fucking doors when you should be pushing out. It drives me fucking nuts. Obviously, Windy City, you think the doors just fucking blow in? People just smack you in the face? No, you leave out. Am I the only one who goes to an area and naturally factors the flow of traffic of people? And that if the flow is coming towards me, the doors are going to open at me. Because it's easier for people to push out than it is to pull in case of an emergency. Like, I don't think about this. I just know this shit. So, like, look, like, call me fucking crazy. Like, you people sit and they To be 35 years old, a fucking, you know, a fat white chick, tattoos, Tyrone, red greasy fucking hair, working at a shit fucking $8 an hour job, fat nasty cigarette ass.